Tradeline.
Hello everybody, my name is Carrington and this is a true story. This is based on a real story, okay? And now I'm gonna show you guys the proof. Okay, so opening up Credit Karma, we're gonna start off with my TransUnion. And as you can see, it's at $7.52 now, but a year ago it was at $6.52. And then moving on to my Equifax, it's at $7.54 now. But a year ago, it was at $6.51. Again, I started in June, and this only goes back to August, so I know it was a little bit lower, but still such a great jump. Okay, so moving into Experian, we have $7.13 from $6.21. I trust Experian a bit more because I know Credit Karma has been known to exaggerate their results. Lastly, I recently got a background check since I moved, and this one says $7.55. I trust this one the most, not because it's the highest, but simply because it's a background check and it was provided by Experian. So you see, credit is just all over the place. Now let's just go ahead and get into the methods. The way that I'm going to set up my methods is I'm gonna do them from most known to least known. According to me, everybody might know all this information, but hey, reiterating it might jumpstart something in you to go ahead and go after it. So it would be in your best interest to stay till the end. Now, method number one is a secured credit card. And a secured credit card is a credit card that you have to put a down payment for, and that down payment will then become your credit limit. I went to my bank, which is a credit union, and their minimum was a $250 secured credit card. I gave them $250, they gave me the card that had a $250 limit. Now, after 6 months of using that, they'll review your account, give you your money back if you're in good standing, and raise your limit. Possibly. That's what they said. It's been a year, and I haven't heard nothing from nobody, and I know I'm in good standing, but who knows? Maybe things will go smoother for you guys. It's definitely helped me boost my score. So a secured credit card is definitely a great way to go if you're just trying to apply for all these cards and you can't get approved and your credit score is going down and you just want to start building. That's the way to go. That's where I was, and now I'm here. So I'm thankful. So that was method number one, but let's get into tip number one. And tip number one would be check with your financial institution to see what credit building products they have. I just told them like, hey, I'm trying to build my credit. I don't know much about it. I don't know where to start. Can you guys help me? So that was one of the products that my credit union offered. And the second one was a secured loan. The secured loan model is the same as the secured credit card model in having to put down a down payment and that becomes your loan amount. Now, the way that my credit union did it, their minimum was $300. So I made sure there was $300 in my savings account and they put a hold on that. And every time I made my like $12 payment or so, they would release that amount of money from my savings account. So unlike the secured credit card, instead of waiting a certain amount of time until you get your money back, with the loan, you get your money back each time you make a payment. And you're essentially just pushing money around. Now, you may be thinking, why do I need a secured credit card and a secured loan? Well, not only do you have two products working for you to build your credit score, assuming that you're in good standing, but it also feeds into one of the 5 components that actually determine your credit score. Okay, I had a hard time getting that one out, but we got it out. The 5 components of credit consist of payment history, credit history length, amounts owed, new credit, and credit mix, all with varying weights of how they affect your credit. Now, your credit mix directly relates to why, if you have it available to you, you should get the secured credit card and the secured loan. The credit mix accounts for 10% of your credit score, and it relates to the diversity of your credit portfolio. So if you have like a car loan, a personal loan, a credit card, a mortgage, you have a diverse portfolio. And again, if you're in the market for getting that perfect score, then you do want to have a credit mix because lenders want to see that, okay, not only is she good with making her monthly payments each month, but she's also good with controlling how much she spends on her credit card and paying that off each month too. They want to see where your strengths are. And if you show them that your strengths are in every section, you're golden. Okay, does that make sense? I think I'm making sense here. Jumping right into method 3, and I feel like this is the one that not a lot of people know about. I know I didn't know about it. That's just me, I suppose. Anyway, so jumping into method 3 is becoming an authorized user. An authorized user is somebody that has been signed on to a credit product by the primary account holder. Okay, so what that means is somebody with a nice, good, long credit history has decided to share it with you. So they fill out a form, send it over to their credit card to have you on as an authorized user. They'll get a credit card with your name on it. And I suggest that they just keep it, just because with credit, this is something that can make or break a relationship. And depending on your relationship with this primary account holder, it might be better that you just never see the card and you never touch it. But you do get a card, and they can set the amount that you are allowed to use on the card. So becoming an authorized user has more benefits than just getting a credit card with their credit limit. It also allows you to inherit all of the credit history that's tied to that credit card, and that will boost your score. So if you find somebody that trusts you, that you trust, that you know for a fact is trustworthy with making their payments on time, having a good credit history, like, you don't want to sign on to just anybody's credit profile, because you're going to take on whatever is on their profile and it is going to reflect in your credit score. So if you find a good candidate, the way that I would suggest you do it is just get on it, get a credit card that you were not approved for before, and then get off of it. It's a whole hack, you guys. When I first heard about this, I thought it was illegal. Now, everybody knows with the credit agencies, and even if you don't know, you know now, so don't worry about it. Everything takes about 30 to 90 days. 90 is a bit of a stretch, but you'll be surprised in these COVID times. So, after they sign you up as an authorized user, it will take about 30 to 45 days for you to see the reflections on your account. And same with removing, they can take you off as easy as they put you on. It's just time. Now, my word of caution is that sometimes credit bureaus mess up. I was blessed enough to be an authorized user on somebody's amazing credit portfolio. And when it came time for me to come off of their portfolio, one of the cards didn't drop for like 3 months. The first 2 fell off in the next 30 days, but the other one just took its time. And if somebody is in delinquency and you're trying to like move, or you're trying to do something where you need your credit, but it's not dropping off, then I suggest you reach out to the credit bureaus and write a letter or do what it is that you have to do to get that off of your record. Things take time when it comes to this subject, when it comes to the bureaus. So whatever you do, whatever you plan on doing, just make sure you plan it out, see what's coming up in the future, and be very proactive. You know, being an authorized user is such a life hack, you guys. It's such a benefit, and I understand that it's a privilege that not everybody could actually come into. So if you can't find somebody that would make you an authorized user, you can actually go online and look up Tradelines. And if you're somebody with a good credit history, you can actually go online and sell your credit account to Tradelines. It would be a great side hustle. So what Tradelines do, what Tradelines are, I'm not really sure how to word it, to be honest with you guys. Not only will they sell certain credit products for people to get on, and then they'll charge you a monthly fee, but you could actually value your credit portfolio to Tradelines, and they will pay you to make your account open to connect it with people that are looking for an account to get onto. Is this making sense? Good. So, if you don't have a trusted individual, or if you want to just make a little extra money, look up Tradelines. I'm not personally familiar with that method because I was blessed enough to have somebody that I know, but it could be beneficial, and I definitely recommend it. Like I said, get on, get what you need, and get out. Do not sit on anything for too long that does not fully belong to you. Okay. Another tip that I have for you guys is reporting your rent payments. You know, if you have a little bit of a complicated history, then I don't suggest it. Again, this isn't a method I use, so I'm not familiar with it, but I know it is something that could definitely feed into that portfolio. And the way that you do that is just enrolling for a rent reporting service. You can possibly do it through your property manager, or just do a quick Google search. I always suggest doing a quick Google search, you guys. Get that information for yourself. And lastly, always get a credit report, okay? They're free. I'm going to leave links in the description box on where you can get a credit report or just track your credit and just see what's on there. Not everybody reports to every bureau. When people do credit checks, they don't always check all 3 credit scores. So that is why your score and your report may vary. So it's always best to just have all the information available to you so you can go over it and see what's stopping you from being great, or just get familiar. Familiarize yourself with what you are being categorized by. Knowledge is power. So let's be powerful. A website that I suggest is www.annualcreditreport.com. Everybody is entitled to a free credit report every year. So definitely take advantage of that, and it'll give you all 3 of your reports. It doesn't include scores on that one, but I will leave some links in the description box below. Alrighty guys, and that is all. Thank you for sitting here watching the video. I hope that you guys see great growth in these next 12 weeks, let alone a year. And definitely comment down below your experiences with any of the methods or any others that I didn't include, and just anything that you think could help somebody that is in a position that you were in or are in. And also, if you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you don't like what you see, you should still hit subscribe because we're evolving, okay? Okay, so until I see you guys next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Continue to chase your dreams and have some great wine. Okay, ciao.